This tutorial will provide an overview of the 3D camera tool in Photoshop CS3. The camera tool is found right next to the object tool. You can switch back and forth between the two tools directly in the options bar of the 3D tool. The object tool, which is shown in another tutorial, obviously enables you to rotate and manipulate the 3D object itself. The camera tool is another way to navigate a 3D scene or to navigate around a 3D object, but versus the object tool, the camera tool you can think of more as the object itself stays stationary and the camera rotates, pans, and moves around the object. So in a way, the 3D object itself becomes the sun and the camera becomes kind of planets or what have you rotating around the object. So there are many different options here. I could orbit the 3D model, as you see here. So I'm moving the camera around the 3D object, and the object itself is staying stationary. I can roll the camera as well, as you see here. I can pan, and I can also walk the 3D scene, and shift will constrain my walking just to forward and back, but I can also walk side and side. So this is similar as if you were walking towards an object and then you were turning left and then right as you were walking towards the object. You can also adjust the camera numerically as well. So if you want to match the camera positions to a background specifically, you can simply type in the X, Y, and Z coordinates for both the position and the orientation. You can also adjust the field of view of the object, and you can do this in degrees vertical, degrees horizontal, and also adjust it as a certain millimeter lens. So for example, if you were trying to match the view of this object to a background that you shot with, say, a 55 millimeter lens, you can just type in 55 here, and the object will scale to reflect if it had been shot with a 55 millimeter lens. You can also select an orthographic view as well and determine the scale that you want for the image. Interestingly, with the field of view, you can also get some special effects here as well. So let's say that I shot this with a 28 millimeter lens. Obviously, the object is going to scale down, but if I go back to the object tool and scale it up, you can see that I'll get a fisheye effect as well. So this is another way to not only match the position and orientation of your 3D object to a background or a scene that you're placing it in, but it's also a way to create effects with your 3D content in Photoshop.